Hey, welcome to the Jewish Heart. My name is Obi. I want to talk today about what to do if you don't have the words to say. A lot of times it happens to me that I go out to the forest, I go out to the park, and I can't start talking. I don't have the words to say. And it's frustrating because I came out here and I've been looking forward all day to just speak a couple words to HaShem, to speak a couple words to God. And I can't get the words out. Everything I'm saying is insincere. I feel like it's not coming off my heart, and I'm just kind of saying like what I think I should be saying, but it doesn't feel genuine. And I remember one time I went out for 5 hours. I was going through something really rough. I went out for like 5 hours, and I had a lot to talk about. And everything I said just sounded so insincere, and I didn't understand. I had like real things to talk about, and I was frustrated. Like, why can't I get these things off my heart, off my chest? Why can't I talk to God sincerely? And then for the last hour, I was like, you know what? I'm out here. I know He's here. I know God's with me here. I'm just going to sit here and I'm just going to spend time with Him, and maybe He knows already what I'm talking about, and He doesn't need to hear me. He just needs me to sit on His lap. And I was thinking that for an hour. I was like, I'm just here sitting on God's lap. And that hour after it, I felt so good, as if I had said everything to Him, And I talked to my Rebbe, Rabbi Moshe Kasudo of the Emunah channel, about this after. And I said, like, are there some times where God just wants you to sit on His lap? He just wants you to, like, go and hang out with Him? And he said, of course. God hears, HaShem hears it's called in Hebrew, the kol. It's deeper than the voice. It's the voice behind the voice of what you're saying. It's like you have your mother, and she's like, hey, how is everything? And you're like, oh, it's all good. And she hears, you're saying the words, it's all good, but she hears in the tone of your voice, she's like, no, I know you. There's something wrong. What's wrong? And you're like, no, it's all fine. And the mother has like this instinct of she can like hear what you're saying behind it. And she's like, no, like, what's going on? And that's what God hears. He hears the voice behind it. He doesn't need the actual words to come out. He hears the emotion behind what we're saying. And the kol is the instant before it comes out. Before it comes out and goes from your brain into your lungs and becomes words, there's that instant of where it's so pure, and that's what God's listening to. And so sometimes you're trying to talk and the words aren't coming out, and you feel like, I have to talk, I need salvation, I need God to listen to me, I need help. But sometimes He's listening already to the words are there. He's hearing what you're saying behind the words. And sometimes you just go out and you don't have anything to say, and you're just like, God, I just came to spend a couple minutes with you. I just came to spend some time with you, and it's so precious. So this, like, don't get discouraged if you're trying to go out and you're trying to talk and you're asking for the words and you're not getting the words. Sometimes God just wants you to come spend some time with Him. I heard from there's this little old man. He like walks around Jerusalem, and he just like gives people. It's called chizuk. He just cheers people up. He just tells them like nice things. He just walks around and makes people happy. So we got a lot of people like that around here, actually. So yeah, he just walks around and he just makes people happy. And he went up to one of my friends and he told him, he came out of the forest. He's like just did like a whole hour of Hitbodedut, of personal secluded prayer. And he told him, he's like, you know, you did that hour, right? And you talked to him for an hour and you did. He's like, but that was just the hello. Of course, you need His help all day. You need His help all day. Of course, you go to the store. You need Him, He gave you the money to buy all this stuff, and you need to find a parking spot. You need help with that too. We don't do anything on our own. He's like, so God's with you all day, but this Hitbodedut is just the hello. And I thought of this analogy of, you have like, let's say you have a really good friend who's always there for you. He's always got your back. Anything you need, he's gonna help you out. You can go all the time, ask him. You need money. You need him to support you with something. Borrow something, whatever it is, he's always got you, right? But then there are those times where you go over to his place, and he's like, hey, what do you need? And you're like, no, I just came to say hi. And you just sit on the couch and talk for half an hour. And that's a real friend. That's a real connection. And so that's what with God, of course, we need Him helping us with everything all day. But we need that time also where we just go out and we're just, God, I didn't come to ask for anything. I just came to say hi. So just don't get discouraged if the words aren't coming out, or just if you only have a couple minutes and your head's too rushing. Just go out on your porch, go out in your front lawn, whatever it is, and just be like, hey God, I just came to say hi. And just think that for a couple minutes. I'm just spending some time with God. I'm not talking. I'm just spending some time with God. Thank you for watching. I hope this really helps.